Greetings. I'm Jody Zaranen with the Ohio to Erie Trail, and I would like to give you an introduction to our website. On the left is a post, Plan Like a Pro, that has some trip planning information. And then on the right is our actual website. So I will first show you the information, the overview here. The Ohio to Erie Trail website. In late 2022, we migrated from our previous website format to this new Club Express platform, and our content is available without signing into a Club Express account. Now, the main advantage of the new site is that it is mobile friendly, and so you can access some of these resources when you are out on the trail. I'll come to these slides and webinar information later, but first let's go over what we're going to be looking at today. So let's just start exploring. So we know trail enthusiasts have different needs and different ways of engaging with the trail. So we know it's the same for gathering information. So some people like to plan in a highly detailed manner. Some people prefer to find out a little bit and set off. So this post here, the Plan Like a Pro information, is designed so you can just find what you need and click and go. So uh, uh, now our old website had a lot more PDFs than this new website. So if you like to print things out, this little caret to the right, see how it flips back and forth? So you can print this page, you can send it to as a PDF, or you can send it to a printer if your computer is hooked up to one. So where to begin? The first thing to determine is whether you're looking for specific information or if you're seeking just a general overview of the information available on the Ohio to Erie Trail site. Now, if you're ready to jump in, explore the Plan Your Trip page, you could just click on the link here, or on my right side here, I'm going to go to the top menu and click Plan Your Trip. Here we've got the names, the button takes you to the link, but if you're somebody that you'd rather print this out and have the actual URL, then that's what it says under link. You can print those out, type that into your browser, and get to the same information. So it's just giving it twice. Okay, so, and then the other big page that is used often is our interactive map. There's many ways to get to that. It's the first one under map, interactive map, or it's right here on the top of the Plan Your Trip page, interactive map. I'm going to head over there now. So this interactive map, there's also in the upper left here, that's where you can turn on these different layers. So trailheads, the routes, route alerts, long-term parking, the crushed stone sections. Those are all layers available on the interactive map. So a lot of what you're looking for is probably on our interactive map. We turn the trailheads to off usually because it's hard to see the route. Okay, so those are the top two. If you're ready to jump in, explore the Plan OTET page and the interactive map page, and that may be everything you're looking for. Now, if you want to learn more, I'm going to go into this in a little bit more detail. So let's start with a high-level overview. There's 3 basic ways to navigate the website. You can start on our homepage. which has the slider menus. I'll go over these in a second. The home page, the top menu, that's this section here at the top, or the footer menu. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and the footer menu is this section with a black background. Okay, on the home page, although our website is built on the Club Express platform, our URL is ohio-to-erietrail.org. So it will take you to these to our website. Okay, now these slider screens at the top, we've got, I guess we already slid one, huh? We've got our trail brochure. We've got our the way to order the paper maps. Those come in northbound or southbound directions. Interactive map, I showed you that. Quick links, we'll say a little bit more about that. And then our trail alerts. These are updated as soon as we hear about them, and we tell you the dates that it's in effect. Okay, the elements under the quick links slider. Let me go to that one. Here we go, quick links. Okay, so under quick links, another place to find the alerts, the current trail alerts, the news articles. We'll scroll down a little to see the news articles. There's all recent articles are all down below here. We also have an archive of past newsletters. So our organization has been around since 1991. So we have quite a bit of background history, or our newsletters available in PDF format in the newsletter archive section. We have our mailing list sign up, and our newsletter is a quarterly online news brief it's a summary of the things that we've posted in our news section or on our Facebook page during the previous quarter. So it's coming out each season. We just released the fall one, so the winter one will probably come out in February. And so that's a way, if you only want to check in on our news once a season, once a quarter, that's one way to consume our content. But just know that there will be things that are posted into the news section all the time, and we'll make announcements as information is found out. And also like I said, the alerts, we update that as soon as we have information, but sometimes we find out the day before. So there will be some closures, and sometimes we don't find out until a rider stumbles on it and lets us know. Some of those, half-day closures, we don't know about in advance. But the ones that are for weeks or months, we typically do know those in advance, and we post those on our alerts section. And if there is a detour, we let you know the detour. If there's not a detour, we let you know a potential bypass. But it just some of those are better than others. Let's put it that way. It all depends on the terrain around the trail project. Okay, so. Okay. Oh, and then also on the quick links, there's the Facebook feed, Twitter feed, which is now known as X, and then the 326 Club page, which has information. Once you finish the route end to end, we'll add you to the list by year in alphabetic order. So you can go and see who's done it each year, and some people do it year after year, which that's great. We love to see that. Below the sliders are 3 images. So, oh, let me go back to, let me make sure I pointed out everything here. So there's our Facebook feed here, and then the previously formerly known as Twitter, the 326 Club page is, I'll just take you there now so you can see. This is by year. So here's the folks in 2023 that completed. They're listed in alphabetic order by last name with their hometown and state. Okay, let me just go back home here. All right, so below the sliders are 3 images. So yeah, here's the sliders. Now let's go down to the 3 images. So many of you are probably already donors, and we appreciate the people that support our nonprofit organization. That is our main income source. So this is where you can donate. We hope that folks will donate or become a member at least once a year. And visit the trail shop. This takes you to the merchandise that we sell. Now, we work with a vendor, District Image, to distribute our merchandise. So this is the information about the merchandise, but if you click on the trail guides or the sticker, it's going to take you to the District Image, otet.districtimage.com, and that's where you can actually order the items, and they'll give you more information about pricing and shipping and all that at the District Image website. Okay, so that's Trail Shop. Now, amenities and attractions. Those are amenities are more like trailheads and signage. Maybe I think restaurants are in there. And then attractions are, those are parks, public buildings, things like that. So we have those arranged with north at the top, ending down at the Ohio River there. All things that you can use to plan your trip. All right, let's go back to the home. And okay, so amenities, I can click on that as well. So this has bike shops. If you click that, you get to see, again, arranged. The northernmost point will be at the top, and the southernmost point will be at the bottom. And then some of these are in Kentucky, which is actually even further south of the Ohio to Erie Trail, but many people do start in Kentucky. And it's very close to Cincinnati. I mean, it's just across the Ohio River, basically. All right. So we've got our bike shops. Now, the other amenities that aren't bike shops can be found under these collapsible bars. So the way these are divided up, that corresponds with our 4-part map set. So so these are amenities that you would find along the trail. So it includes trailheads, food locations. Usually if there's a place with a drinking fountain, restroom, those are mentioned. See, Bottoms Park along the Sippo Valley Trail has a restroom and water. So this is all information that's available on the amenities page. But remember, you gotta expand the minus sign if you want to see what's under these bars. Now, if you wanted to print all this, you could just expand, hit your print, do a PDF, and save. And now you have a PDF of all this information. So, but just know that once you print out a PDF, if we make changes to this page, you won't have the most recent information. So that's why it's good to check this. We don't update the amenities as often as we do maybe the hotels and different. The camping doesn't change that often, but at the bottom of some pages that change frequently, there'll be a date. So yeah, this page was updated October 14th, 2023. Okay. Okay, staying on the home page, below the 3 images, we have a brief description of the trail and a 90-second embedded. Let me go back to the home page. Okay. This video here is our welcome to the trail. It's a 90-second overview of the trail. So I encourage you to watch that. See the scenes. It's filmed mostly in the Mount Vernon to Kokosing Gap area. Below the video are the quick links with the 4 square images. So we have interactive map, trail services. This connects to our, oh, and then, yeah, for this part, you have to click on the words versus the image. So just know. So let's go to trail services. That takes us to our directory. If you just hit search, without putting in anything, you'll see all the categories and all the current listings. So these are, they're arranged by alphabetic order. So under coffee shops, there we have those, craft brewery, ice cream, frozen custard, restaurant, bicycle shops that have listed with us. Everybody's invited to create a profile. These are the folks that have chosen to. Some stores that sell our merchandise. And just, do you see in the lower right here, goes up to 3 pages. So make sure you're scrolling through all the pages to see all the offerings. So currently our shuttle transport is offered by Zippy Transit, and that's where you can get a hold of them. Reservations and luggage service are Intertrek is somebody that will create custom solutions. So, and then Noble Invention Bike Touring, they have an itinerary that includes lodging. So you will get a specialized itinerary, and they will make your hotel reservations as part of that. But as far as when you're out on the trail, you'll be on your own. So it's kind of a more of a blueprint. And then why not? Cycling and fitness is a great place in Mount Vernon, and they have a new store very close to the trail, and I believe they offer bike rentals, and that's why it's showing up there in transportation services. All right, back to the home page. Scroll up. Okay, back to the home page. Now, okay, and then below the video, oh yes. So our four sections are interactive map, trail services, newsletter, and the 326 club. And as I showed you previously, there's other ways to get to these through the top menu. And then we continue to scroll down, and this bottom is, it'll be our most recent news first, and it talks about news, events, announcements, and alerts. I need to on this here. There we go. Yep, there's our new jersey. This is a sample of our newsletter. So that would be the quarterly newsletter. And oh, we've got these new navigation tools available, very helpful. Our new jersey, our new bright green jersey. All kinds of info. So yeah, you may want to check out some of these past newsletters, see what resources we share there. Okay, back to the home page. All right, so that pretty much sums up everything on the home page. Now, the top menu, I'm just going to go over these without clicking on all of them, but we have the home, maps, and then see how the pull-down menu, interactive map, business directory, maps, which that's how to order maps, I believe. Yep. Northbound or southbound, our current brochure, and the current brochure is the place that has this overview map that a lot of people want too. You can download the whole thing and print that out as well. It's taking a second to load here. It's a big file. Yep, 4 pages. There's the map part. More information. So that's available. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, good. I can get back to this. Home. All right. Now I have lots and lots of yeah, it switched up on me. So I'm just going to go back to our main website, but the OTET Club Express is the same site. It just is the underlying URL. Okay, so the top menu has the home, the maps, the plan your trip page, the support the trail, news and events, about us, and new member sign up. So I showed you the plan your trip. And all of these are available on a mobile phone too, but the top menu will appear as like 3 lines, a hamburger, so to speak. So if you are using this on a mobile phone, just know that your top menu, you'll have to pull that up. It won't just appear there, but you'll have the same options. Okay, and then the footer menu, it's at the bottom of the website. There you go. And so the footer menu, some things you may want to see: trail alert. You may want to meet our board of directors. We have a media kit, which includes information if you want to use our logo for something. You need to ask permission, and then we'll get you more information about that if that applies to you. Frequently asked questions. There's all kinds of stuff here that you may want to. Should I start in Cincinnati or Cleveland? And then here's information there, including direction of travel with the wind, things like that. So, yeah, check out this information on the frequently asked questions section. Again, yeah, use these expand arrows. Okay. Our trail partners, trail photos and blogs, contact us. Let's go to the contact us. You gotta scroll down a little for the email, but send us an email here, name, information, and I think general information is the only option. Yep. And then do your subject and message, and I will get back to you with that information, or give you, or let you know who to talk to. All right, so that's the general overview of the 3 ways to navigate the website. Let me take this back to home. So I encourage you to, visit the website. Like I said, you do not have to sign in, because you can see I have not signed in the upper right here. So I'm seeing all of this information without logging into a Club Express account. Main thing, if you log in, you can read past emails that were sent out to everyone, which is something that's only available with a membership. But other than that, our planning information is available with or without a membership. Okay, now that you have the general layout of the resources, you could start looking for specific items. So the plan your trip and interactive pages are the most visited. And the plan your trip page has links with pages to maps and accommodations. So then we actually have 3 different versions of the introduction website. So I would say this is probably the 4th version of an introduction to the Ohio to Erie Trail resources. So the one in 2023, and then now this one for 2024, are with the new website information, where the previous 2 used the interactive map that we still use, but the website was much different for those videos. Now, if you want to do, well, you have access to this script, everything on the left side too. It's under our news sections, titled Plan Like a Pro. So it's basically like, here's the resources that are available on our website. Okay, there's more information, slides for the presentation. I can show you those in a second. Read the posts and the frequently asked questions. We did that. Oh, I definitely want to mention this. Join the Facebook group for trail enthusiasts. So this is something that we participate in, but we certainly don't manage it. So it says over 12,000 trail adventurers, but I think we're over 15,000 now. So many people ask questions about where people stayed, what size tires they like to use, many just helpful trip planning questions. And People will post photos while they're on their ride. So it's just a great place to kind of talk to like-minded people about the Ohio to Erie Trail. Um, And just a quick mention, I said we've been around since 1991. So our 326 Club, the end-to-end riders, we've been collecting that information since 2014. So the names and hometowns are listed on our new site on the 326 page that I showed you earlier. But the photos that folks sent in, those only live on our archive site. So we still list names and the year, but we've gotten away from the photos because, the volume has increased, which is great. But we had to kind of scale back what we offer um, to be able uh, to manage that process. Okay, ways to connect. Um, I'll go over to, this is another thing you can do, is just type Ohio to Erie Trail connect. Make sure there's nothing after it. There's our president, Tom Bills. He does a blog every other week, so I encourage you to read his blogs. And this is the Trail Enthusiasts Facebook page, which I just mentioned. The contact us, I showed you that previously. This is the phone number that goes to me or Tom, or you may talk to Debbie Lehman up at Ernie's Bike Shop. Those are the three people that answer the phone calls. And I think I went over all these other items. We talked about the news. This is our mailing address. Once you donate to us, hopefully you will donate to us, we may send you an annual mailing. And we appreciate all of our supporters that allow us to do this work to help people find their way on the Ohio to Erie Trail. We do still have 10% of the trail that we're working on. Let's put it this way. The trail is complete. The route is complete, and it's still getting better every year. This past year, there was a piece of road section north of Sunbury or within Sunbury that is, they replaced about a half mile of road section with a trail section. So we continue to work on those projects, and our goal is to get to 100% off-road trail. Okay, now ways to connect. We mentioned that. If you want to see, if you want to kind of test yourself while you're exploring the website, here's 9 questions that you can use as a practice. So, using the slider menu, find the brochure, and on the map, what is the town to the north of Mount Vernon? What are the current trail alerts? All of these. Now, if you get stuck, you just scroll down here and all the answers are there. But we give you this so that you can test yourself and see if you can figure these things out once you're actively planning your trip. Okay, the last thing I have is just kind of an overview of these. Not sure if my screen is big enough. Enter full screen. There we go. Okay. So this is at the bottom of the Plan Like a Pro page. So if you want to just review the slides that were available, or maybe you want to talk to some other folks that you know that you ride with, and you can pull this up and give an overview of what's available on our website. So I think it's just 5 slides. So tools to find your way on the 326-mile Ohio to Erie Trail route. So yeah, it's 326 miles, gives the southern point is the Ohio River. The northern point is Lake Erie. So northbound means going from Cincinnati to Cleveland. And southbound would be the opposite. 23, it really is it's a series of, it's a network of trails. So we work with local park districts, local friends groups to build the trails. And then, they're included in our interactive map, and we're working in conjunction with the local groups to have signage. So just know that, if, for example, you're on the Alum Creek Trail and you say, oh, I thought I was on the Ohio to Erie Trail, you're on both. That there's a part of the Alum Creek Trail that is the Ohio to Erie Trail route through Northeast Franklin County. And then, yep, I mentioned that we still have, it's 10% to go. I think this was our stat last year. Okay, and then the 27 trail towns along the way, and connects to Ohio's 3 Cs, which are Cincinnati, Columbus in the middle, and Cleveland at the top. And Columbus is the capital of the state of Ohio. And here's just an overview of some of the resources that I shared with you. So the start, you start at ohio to erietrail.org, says Plan OTET. That's that page with all the links. We've got the interactive map GPS files. And I should probably show you I'll show you where to find the GPS files, because that is also one of the comments we get a lot. Our trail alerts, always check those before and even during your trip if you come across something that's closed. Lodging, camping, restrooms, trail service directory, and we also have a sample 8-day itinerary. I'll show you where that is located on the Plan Your Trip page. Okay, this is an overview of our 4-part map set. Our map was printed in 2022, and it's current through 2024. In other words, we don't expect trail sections to open that aren't already marked on here. And then, yeah, our interactive map it's loaded with information. So yeah, we've got over 1.3 million views in 5 years. I showed you how to find the layers, turn off and on those different layers. So those are all things that are available on the interactive map. And I think that's it. So yes, if you want to ask a question, again, go to that ohio to erietrail.org connect. And so there was 2 things I wanted to show you. The sample 8-day itinerary and the ride with GPS files. So let's get back over to that, see if I can get out of, okay, good. All right, still all of that on the left is on the Plan Like a Pro which is, it's in our news section. I'm filming this on December 18th, so it's very near the top right now. But it will stay in our news section. Okay, so let me go back to the Plan Your Trip page, and let's just scroll down a little here. So the 8-day itinerary is here in the destination and itinerary section. So this was created by Lori Heist on a northbound trip, 8 days. So it's, yeah, I think it's like 20 pages, but she talks about where they stayed, places she wanted to take a photo. So start there. If you're planning a trip, you can, oh, yeah, places she wanted to stop to eat, places that had a restroom. She did a lot of research. Thank you, Lori. If you lead a scout troop, Paul Turner has made PDFs available. One's for a Cleveland hike, and then one is for bike packing, the OTET. So those are presentations that he's made available for people that, you know, want to lead a youth group. That's a lot of great information there. Again, we mentioned the trail shop. That's our merchandise, our maps, all that. Oh, these, how to not get lost on the Ohio to Erie Trail. That's the webinar we offered last January. Has some of the same information as this video, but it's offered in a different way. You may find more benefit from the Q&A at the end. Okay, so I want to show you the ride with GPS. So this is the second link on the Plan Your Trip page. So again, if I'm at home, top menu, Plan Your Trip, and second item, ride with GPS. So these we offer, well, we give you flexibility. Let's put it that way. So, and again, you can pull these up on your mobile phone too, and then and some of these you can use without the paying. You can use it for the free ride with GPS platform. I think if you want cue sheets and you want it to tell you in your ear when to turn, then you may need to subscribe, but you could also just subscribe for the, you know, the month of your trip, and it would be more reasonable than a year subscription. So we offer these in two different formats. So this one that in the 4 sections, like I said, northbound starts in Cincinnati, southbound starts in Cleveland. So these 4 map guides are arranged. This is the Ride with GPS file that goes with each of these stated map sections. So you would have the paper map, and then you would have these that correspond. Now, this is something that we added in 2023. If you prefer to just have one file for the whole route, then just download this version. So you've got either northbound or southbound, the entire one. These are kind of overlapping because I've got my screen scrunched, but they still work. Remember, please review the alerts before your trip so you know. And here, as a bonus, you can just look on the interactive map. These will always be turned on unless you turn them off. In other words, route alerts. It defaults to on. Now I just turned it off so I don't see them anymore. But if you go to our interactive map, that will always, those will show up. So right now, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 route alerts. And now this is addressed in our FAQ, but let me just mention, if these alternate routes show up in green, they are not part of the Ride with GPS file. But if something is like a long-term closure, we show it in red. Let me go down to the Loveland one. There it is. Okay. So Loveland, well, actually Grandin Road area. So this would be north of Loveland. So Foster to South Lebanon. This has been a 2-year project to rebuild a trail tunnel, roundabout, basically increasing the accessibility and the trail safety there too. But it's been quite a workaround. So we've had this red line to get around it, but it's very hilly. So it's not great, but it does get you around it. So I'm making the point that this red line, if it appears in red, then the Ride with GPS will follow this red line. But if it's just a light green or it's an exclamation point with no line around it, then it won't be on the Ride with GPS. All right. Back to all right, so I think those are the two things that I wanted to review after I went through these slides. But let me just finish on the last one here. There we go. So that concludes the introduction to the Ohio to Erie Trail website. And I'm sure we'll offer an opportunity to ask questions either in an active Zoom or if, we'll give you the opportunity to post your questions on our Facebook page, or even we'll put this out on our YouTube channel and you could make comments and ask your questions there. So good luck planning your trip. Let us know if we can help and enjoy it. It's a great adventure. Thank you.